Next, we have crypto malware or ransomware. Right? The terms are sometimes used interchangeably. Malicious applications that scare or scam users, right, into taking some type of action. And that action is typically going to be paying the creator for the removal of that ransomware, right, or decrypting the files. So as an example, crypto malware or ransomware known as WannaCry or wcrypt. This specific piece of malware, or this ransomware I should say, literally holds a user's PC and their data for ransom. All right, so this one quickly spread to over 150 countries and infected over 200,000 computers within just days. The first few days, it spread like wildfire. All right, and it used an eternal blue vulnerability. Okay, that's the code name for that vulnerability. And the patch that actually addresses this issue is MS17-010. So what does crypto malware or ransomware do? You can see from the pop-up here, it says, oops, you've been encrypted. And when this happens, everything there is pretty much locked up. And you need to either pay the creator of this piece of ransomware via Bitcoin or some other type of cryptocurrency. And they typically give you instructions within this little pop-up here telling how to pay them. And once you pay them a certain amount of money, it could be a couple $100, a couple $1,000, then they'll send you a key to decrypt your information. So in this specific instance, they actually took a page rather out of an advertiser's playbook, right? The golden rule, the sense of urgency, saying, hey, your files are encrypted. If you don't pay us within X number of days, then the price goes up. It's going to double. Creates that sense of urgency. And if you don't pay us by X a date later, maybe a week later or 2 weeks later, well, then your files are going to be gone forever. So it creates that sense of urgency. And what that does is force people or scare people into paying that ransom if they want to get their data back. Now, there are ways around it. If you have good backups, you can potentially back up or restore from a backup. And there are also decryptors available out on the internet. Some of these pieces of ransomware have actually been cracked and decryptors are made available. So don't just run off and pay immediately. Do a little bit of research and find out if decryptors are available. Hopefully mitigate this and trace it back to the original source. Okay, next are worms. And worms, we have two types here. Worms are self-replicating, right? It's a program that is usually self-contained and it can execute and spread without user interaction, right? So there's the distinction between a virus and a worm. A virus requires some type of user interaction. A worm can do so or spread without user interaction. All right, so two main types. We have network service worms. All right, so basically exploits network vulnerabilities to propagate and infect others. Right, so something within a network allows that specific worm to spread. And we also have mass mailing worms. So exploits email systems to spread and infect others. So the mass mailing worms are not contained to just an internal network. They're able to mass mail out and go out to contact books and spread very quickly across the internet in that fashion.